Alright guys, welcome to episode 17 of Shred City. Starting off today's video by just getting in a push workout. Just me right now. Jared's a little bit late today. I think he'll be here a little bit though. So right now I'm just starting out with my first movement of the day. So what my plan is, just take you guys through this push workout. Nothing too crazy. You guys have probably seen most of it for the most part. Then I'm going to take you guys through the rest of my day and also go over like kind of the main topic of this video. But for now, sit back and enjoy this push workout. All right, guys. So the big thing I want to talk about right now is how I'm keeping my energy up and how I'm kind of recovering enough for my prep right now. Because as you know, the past few days, like I just hit a wall and I was feeling like absolute garbage. Number one, just because I'm deep into prep, I only have about 5 to 6 weeks left being in this depleted phase, and it's going to get really hard these next few weeks. So because of that, I have to really optimize everything. And you know, if you're the average person just looking to get lean, get in better shape, this probably doesn't apply to you. But if you're trying to go to like the extremes like I am, you really have to dial everything in. So the biggest thing that I'm doing to making sure I'm recovering, energizing enough is getting enough sleep. So before, I was getting maybe 4 to 6 hours of sleep per night, 6 if I was lucky on a good night. And that's just because I had to force myself to get to bed at be in bed by 7:30 every night. And that's just not, who wants to be laying in bed at 7:30 every night? Especially when it's almost summer, it's really light out still. So it wasn't working out for me. And not that I didn't like getting up at 4 a.m. every day, but in order to get up at 4 a.m. and give yourself enough sleep, you have to get to bed at 7:30, which isn't cool whatsoever. So what I'm doing to fix that is just shifting my schedule slightly. So instead of working out at 5:30, I'm working out at 8 a.m. now. That means I'm waking up at around 6 a.m. And I'm also getting to sleep, making sure I'm falling asleep at 10, laying in bed by 9:30. So that's really helping. Number one, that's probably the biggest thing. Number two, I'm prioritizing more in depth with my nutrition. Well, obviously, I'm always hitting my macros, tracking calories, whatever it may be. That's by far the most important thing. But now what I'm focusing on is prioritizing a pre-workout meal, making sure my post-workout nutrition is on point, and also just the quality and timings of my food matters. Because if you're just trying to get in better shape, track your calories, macros, you don't have to worry about timing, anything like that. But for me, to ensure I'm having enough intensity through my workouts, recovering enough, every little detail is going to start to matter here. So number one, I'm getting in a pre-workout meal with a balance of both protein, carbs, and fats. Protein, just get protein synthesis going, fuel up the muscles, and then also carbs, get some glycogen going, energy for my workout. Then some fats, just great for hormone-wise, but they also slow down the digestion of carbs, so therefore you're going to have a longer sustained energy. Number two, I'm incorporating back in a intra-workout carb source, so consuming carbs or sugars during my workout. The number one reason for this is just to help me to sustain my energy level during my workout so I can give proper intensity throughout the whole time. Because what was happening was my energy would crash about halfway through my workout, and then the rest of my workout would just be kind of shitty compared to the start. So by taking a steady source of carbs throughout, it really helps fix that. And then number two, post-workout nutrition. Just make sure I'm getting in enough protein, carbs. Like you saw with my breakfast today, I did some both whey and casein protein to get that fast digestion as well as a slow digestion. I also did some slow digesting carbs from the oats, and then I got some sugars from the blueberries, which helps kind of replenish glycogen faster. So just really being picky with that stuff, and then just making sure throughout the rest of the day I'm getting in a steady amount of protein through each meal, stuff like that. And before bed, I'm still making sure I get in a decent sized meal too, because yes, I'm still working out early in the morning. Yes, I'm getting a pre-workout meal, but the pre-workout meal I had this morning is only about 300 calories. So just by having a little bit bigger meal at night, it still keeps a little bit of fuel in my body for the next day. So just little things like that, they're all going to start to matter if you're going to an extreme place like I'm going to right now. But yeah, and then one other thing I forgot to say, I'm also going to be incorporating a refeed day about once per week right now. You probably saw my Instagram, but yesterday I did the first refeed day of this prep, and it went really well. My body responded really well. I woke up a little bit fuller, a little bit more energized today, and it didn't kind of make me overspill or look kind of just sloppy at all. So once a week now, refeed day, kind of help replenish glycogen, replenish energy temporarily, spike metabolism temporarily, and just set me off much better down the road. But yeah, that's really how I'm combating this kind of the hardships of prep right now, because it's not easy. My energy is low. You just ask Lexi or anyone around me, I'm just not the same person right now because I'm just so depleted and just have such low energy. So make the most of every little thing you can, because it's ultimately just going to help you in the end. All right, guys, so one other thing that I'm doing to help me kind of manage my recovery and just kind of stress levels during the prep, and that's another overlooked thing, is stress and anxiety and stuff like that. And a thing I'm doing to kind of just make sure I'm just relaxing, and when I'm relaxed, I just perform so much better, is just taking time out of the day to kind of just debrief. So right now, I finished all my stuff for the day, all my client stuff, all my homework and whatnot is done. So I'm gonna go out in the boat for a little bit with Lexi and just kind of relax a little bit. And that's what I did yesterday, honestly. Like I wasn't planned in, and then randomly I just decided to go out, and it helped so much. So just make sure you're taking time to designate times of like rest or periods where you can just mentally just kind of like de-stress, because that's going to help out with everything else. Alright guys, so it's the next day right now, and I'm going to end the video off kind of right here. But the big thing I wanted you to take away from the video was just make sure you're taking care of yourself, especially if you're trying to cut down to extreme levels like I am, or really if you're just trying to go to any sort of extreme in life. Your health and how much you're recovering and everything like that, all is going to add up toward the end, and there's no way you're going to reach that top level unless you're taking care of yourself. So you have to make your self-care a priority with this, because we have our physical care with like the working out, the nutrition, but we have the whole mental side of it as well. So it's very, very, very important. So I'll just try to stress that, and also really just kind of go over what I'm doing to kind of manage that and take care of that during this prep that I'm on. So big thing is obviously going to be the sleep, the nutrition, and just having that good, strong mindset. So I think I'm going to end the video right here. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.